स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Namaskar to all of you. Welcome to the study of significance of worship or science of worship. We were discussing about the Manasa Puja, doing the worship in our own mind, that is the mental worship. So I had told you about the details of the Manasa Puja to some extent. We will continue with the details of the Manasa Puja again now. So Manasa Puja, mental worship. The Manasa Puja is a very, very important process of worship. Here the Lord is worshipped entirely based on our imagination, and this form of worship is free from the constraint of time, space and substance which operate in external puja. We have the constraint in the external puja, but that doesn't happen here in the Manasa Puja. If performed with the proper attitude, the worshipper gets the full benefit of this puja. Therefore, it is necessary, this is a necessary prelude to the external or the proper puja, external services. The idea of total consecration and surrender, which has been intensified in the earlier stages, is to be maintained here in this Manasa Puja also, with greater intensity if possible. This form of worship brings us with the intimate contact with the Divine Lord mentally. There is a great scope for the exercise of our imagination, which enables the worshipper to involve his whole mind in the puja, and the worshipper should take the full advantage of this mental worship. What is the attitude to be maintained here in this Manasa Puja, in the mental worship? The attitude to be maintained is this. What is that? The Lord is our beloved and honored guest, who has graciously consented to come and accept the worshipper's service. The worshipper offers the best of everything without limitations and constraint of time and substance which external puja necessarily imposes. The method given through verses is only a guide. So now, going to the proper Manasa Puja, we'll repeat this again, which I have discussed earlier for the sake of continuity. I have explained until now is the significance of Manasa Puja. Now I will again take you through a little process of Manasa Puja, so that I had already explained that to you in the last class. Now, for the sake of continuity, we will look into it a little. Placing the flower on the head. So visualize the chosen deity to be seated at the root of this wish-fulfilling tree. Then offer the lotus of the heart itself as a seat, asana. Then extending welcome, we have to welcome the Lord. Offer for padya. What is padya? For washing the feet. Water for washing the feet. The nectar issuing from the 1,000-petal lotus. Then for arghya, the mind. I've explained about arghya. What is arghya in the last discussion. For achamana, sipping or rinsing the mouth, and snaniya, bathing, the aforementioned nectar from the sahasrara. Then, as cloth, the principle of akasha. For scent, that is the principle of earth, gandha. Flower in the form of chitta, mind stuff. Incense in the form of prana, the vital air. Light in the form of the principle of tejas, light, agni tattva. Food, naivedya in the form of the ocean of nectar. We have seen all these things. Now we shall go to the proper mantra. Now we will first chant the mantra, learn the chanting, and as and when we finish little mantra, finishing chanting the mantra, we will go to the meaning also together with it. So the mantra or the mental manasa puja, mental worship mantra is given there. Let us chant it. I will first repeat it slowly, break it down. Then you can also chant after me. Om Hrit Padmasanam. Om Hrit Padmasanam Dadyat. Dadyat Sahasrarachyutamrutaihi. Sahasrarachyutamrutaihi. Padyam Charanayor Dadyat. Padyam Charanayor Dadyat. Manastvargyam Nivedayet. Manastvargyam Nivedayet. So now the first thing, Om. You have repeated that, you have learned the chanting. I will go into the details of the chanting. Om Hrit Padmasanam Dadyat. The pronunciation is, see there, Ha, then the Rikara is there. It becomes Hr. Just like in the Swara you have A, I, U, R, R. That R is there, Raswa. So Ha and R, which you call Rishi, or in Krishna you use that word R. So Ha and R, that is Yuktakshar, joined together it becomes R. Ta and Pa, Yuktakshar, it becomes Tpa. Da and Ma, Dhuma. Hrit Padma, Ma, elongated, that is the Dirgha, Hraswa and Dirgha, Ma. Padmasanam Dadyat. The, then another the with the Ya, Sanyuktaksha. It becomes Dya. Then there is elongation, that is Dirgha. So Dya, Dadyat. Then the last word, the last alphabet is half, Halanta. So it is called Dadyat. You should not completely tell Dadyata. There it is half letter, so it becomes Dadyat. Then Sahasra. For the Sa, there is the Dirgha, Sa. Then there is the Ra Yuktakshar. That earlier was for the Hr, it was Rikara. Here it is Ra, Ra, Re for Rakara. So it becomes Sra. Then Ra, Cha. Then Ukara, it becomes Chu. Then there is the Sanyukta Akshar of Yakara, it becomes Chu. Sahasrarachu, Chu, that is the pronunciation. Sahasrarachyuta. the elongation of ta, that is dirgha, ta. Then ma and r, it is not ra, it is r. Mr, taihi, ta, aikara, then visarga, taihi. So sahasrarachyutamrutaihi, that is the pronunciation. Then pa, that is dirgha, pa. Then the and ya are sanyuktakshar, it becomes dya. Then there is the anuswara, it becomes padyam, padyam. The next word is cha. So while you are chanting this padya with anuswara, it becomes, it has to be, the stress has to be on the cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. So it becomes padyanch. It should not be padyam. It should not be padyang. It should not be other way pronunciation. It should stress the cha, cha, ja, ja, the nasal this thing of cha. Varga, chavarga, cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. So it becomes padyan charanayor dadyat. Charanayoho. Dadyat is the word, two word. When that yoho visarga is taken away, it becomes charana. Charanayoho dadyat. Then all the other dadyat, everything we have learned the chanting. Next we will go to the next word. Manastvargyam. Manastu argyam. Ma, na, sa and ta are the yuktakshar. Then vakara is also there. Three alphabets are joined together. Ta, no, sa, ta and va. It becomes twa. Stva. Manastvargyam. Then there is the next word also is yuktakshar. Gha, yakara, then arkara. Then that arkara will go to the earlier letter. Manastvar. Ghyam. Ga, yakara and anuswara. Manaswargyam. Since the next letter is ni, then tata dada na. Na has to be, the anunasika has to be stressed. Manastvargyan nivedayet. Nive. Va. Then it is etva. E. Then there is the dirgha. Niveda. Ya and etva. Then there is the dirgha. E. Nivedayet. Then the ta is half. Halanta. Nivedayet. So that is the chanting. Om Hrit Padmasanandadyat Sahasrarachyutamrutaihi Padyan Charanayor Dadyat Manastvargyan Nivedayet. So that is the chanting. Now what is the meaning of these? The lotus of the heart should be offered. Hrit means Hridaya. The lotus of the heart. Hrit Padmasanam should be offered as the seat of the deity. Then the nectar that flows from the 1,000-petal lotus, that is Sahasrarachyutamrutaihi. The nectar that flows from the 1,000-petal lotus on the head should be offered for washing the feet of the deity. The mind should be offered as arghya. So Padyam Sharanayor Dadyat Manastvar to Argyam Nivedayet. That is the meaning. I'll tell you the meaning again. The lotus of the heart should be offered as the seat of the deity. The nectar that flows from the 1,000-petaled lotus from here on the head should be offered for washing the feet of the deity as padya. The mind should be offered as arghya. That is the meaning of the first verse. Then we'll go to the chanting of the next verse and then we'll go to the meaning of it. What is there? Tenamritena achamaniyam. Will you please chant it? Tenamritena achamaniyam. Snaniyam. Snaniyam. Tena cha. Tena cha. Smritam. Tenamritena achamaniyam. Tenamritena achamaniyam. Snaniyam. Tena cha smritam. Snaniyam. Tena cha smritam. Akashatattvam vastram syat. Gandha syat. Gandhatatvakam. Akashatattvam vastram syat. Gandha syat. Gandhatatvakam. Okay, now we'll go to the details of the chanting. Tenam te. Dirgha. So you can see on the E there is a mark to show it is elongated. Dirgha. Te. Na also is elongated. Na. Na. Te. Na. Ma and R are there. It is not Ra, it is R. Mr. Te. Na. Mr. Te. Ta. Etva. Then it is Dirgha. Te. Te. Na. Mrte. Na and Dirgha. Na. Cha. Ma. Na, then there is the ikara, it becomes ni. Then there is the dirgha, ni. Yam, ya is added with anuswara, it becomes yang. So next word is naniyam, sa, then there is dirgha sa, then the na yuktakshar is there, so it becomes na. Na, then e added, it becomes ni. Then there is the elongation or the dirgha, it becomes nani yam. Then there is the word te na cha, ta etva dirgha te na cha, smrutam sa ma r. These are the three letters there. It becomes smr. This is called yuktakshar. You can see three letters are there. Sa ma r, smr. Then tam. Then the last ma is half letter. Smrutam. So totally it becomes tena amritena achamaniyam snaniyam tena cha smrutam. How is it to be divided? What are the words there? Tena amritena achamaniyam. That is the three words there. Snaniyam tena cha smrutam. So we'll go to the next sentence and we'll see the details of the letters and chanting. There are two swara or the vowels a, that is the dirgha. A, ka plus a, ka, that is the again elongated dirgha. A, ka, sha, tat, tvam. There is sanyuktakshar, three letter alphabets are there. Ta, then again ta. So three letters. Ta, ta and va and anuswara. Tvam. It has to be stressed. Tattvam. Okay. Akasha tattvam. Then vastram va. Then satara. It is not r, it is ra. So three alphabets are there joined together. Yuktakshar satara. It becomes stra. Then there is the anuswara. It becomes stram. Vastram. Okay. Then the next word is sa. Then dirgha sa. Then there is the yuktakshar ya. Totally it becomes sya. Then the next letter is half letter ta. Half letter. It is not full. So you can see that stroke. So it is halanta syat. You cannot tell syata. It is syat. Then the next word is gandha. So after ga and anuswara it becomes ga, gam. Because the next letter is dha. The nakara, the anuswara of dha is tata dadana. So that has to be stressed. Gandha. Then this dha is mahaprana. First one is alpa prana, the. Mahaprana is dha. So it has to come from more with more power. So it is gandha. Visarga is there. The visarga, the two dots you can see, it is visarga, gandha, syat. That is already told syat. Gandha, syat, gandha tatvakam, ta, then ta, tva, kam. That is also explained earlier. So we will chant it again. Akasha tatvam, vastran syat, gandha syat, gandha tatvakam. So now you have learned the chanting, how to chant that verse. Now we will go to the meaning of that verse. The above nectar, that is tenamritena achmaniyam, the meaning is the above nectar should be offered for rinsing the mouth as well as for bath. The principle of akasha, ether, should be offered as cloth to the deity. Vastra is cloth to the deity. The principle of akasha. You know, in the amongst the Panchabhuta, there is the first one is akasha, ether, clothing, and that of the gandha, as the sandal paste. What is this Gandha? Prithvi Tattva. Earth, the Tattva of earth is Gandha Tattva. So the sandal paste in the form of the Prithvi Tattva is offered. Then Chittam Prakalpayet Pushpam. That is the next to this thing. We have finished that. The second verse, that is Tena Brutena Achmaniyam Snaniyam Tena Chasmrutam Akasha Tattvam Vasram Syat Gandha Syat Gandha Tattvakam. We will go to the next slide. While we are going to the next slide, I will explain the meaning again. The above nectar should be offered for rinsing the mouth as well as for bath. The principle of Akasha ether should be offered as clothing, and that of the smell as sandal paste. So the next verse given there is Chittam Prakalpayet Pushpam is already displayed. You can see on the slide or the PPT. Chittam Prakalpayet Pushpam Pranan Prakalpayet Dhupam Pranan Prakalpayet. Will you please chant it after me? Chittam Prakalpayet Pushpam Dhupam Pranan Prakalpayet. Tejastatvancha Deepartham Naivedyam Syat Sudambudihi. Tejastatvancha Deepartham Naivedyam Syat Sudambudihi. Okay, we have learned the chanting now. We will now go to the deeper this thing of pronunciation, more clearer pronunciation, how to pronounce it one by one, letter by letter. Chittam Prakalpayet Pushpam. Chi Ta Sayuktakshar, it becomes Chitta. Then there is the Anuswara, it becomes Chittang. Pa, next word is Pa, so that Anuswara become Papa Baba Ma, Chittam. So now you can use Ma here. Then Pa and Ra are there, it becomes Pra. Now it is not Ru, the vowel, it is Ra, the consonant, Vyanjan. So Pa and Ra becomes Pra. Kalpa, La and Pa Yuktakshar is there, Kalpa. Ya becomes Etva, Dirga, I. So you can see that A is added here. So it is Ya and A, it becomes A, Dirga. Ta is Hraswa, half word, Halanta. T, Prakalpayet. Then it is Pushpam, Pu, Pa plus U become Pu. Sha is Murdhanya. There are three in the Avargiya Vyanjana, Yara, Lava, Sha, Sha, Sa. See, there are three things. Sha is you are using the Sha, the teeth. So it is Dantavya. Then the next is Sha. The tongue is touching the roof of the mouth. That's called Murdhanya. Sha. So this is Dantavya, then Murdhanya, then it is next is Sa. Sha, Sha, Sa. That is the pronunciation. So here it is the Murdhanya Sha. Pushpam, Pushpam, that is how it is to be pronounced. Pushpam, Dhupam. Now the next word is Dha. So the Anuswara of that Vargiya Tata Da Na. So Na has to be stressed. It is not Pushpam, it is not Pushpang, it is Pushpan. The Anuswara, next letter is Dha, Tata Da. So Na is to be stressed of that Varga. Pushpan Dhupam. So again, Pa, next word has the starting of Pa, so it becomes Ma. Pushpam. Sorry, Pushpan Dhupam. Next word is Pranat. Dhupam Pranat Prakalpayet. Chittam prakalpayet pushpam dhupam pranan prakalpayet. Then pa and ra is there, then dirgha pra, na and dirgha na. So this, there are two different na and na. So this is again murdhanya. When you are telling this word here na, it is touching your upper palate na. That's why it's called murdhanya. Pranan, nakara is half pranan. So the other na is not the murdhanya, that is na. Then prakalpayet, pa and ra becomes pra, ka, then there is a yuktakshar la and pa, lpa, prakalpa. Ya and a added, it becomes a. Then there is the half letter ta, prakalpayet. Then the next sentence is ta and a becomes te. It's a, I, o, au. All those things are always dirgha. There's no hrasva here. So it becomes te. Ja, then sa and ta are yuktakshar sta, tejas ta. Then there is three yuktakshar ta, ta, va and anuswara. So it becomes tvam. Tejas tattvam. So it has to be stressed yuktakshar. Tejas tattvam. The next letter is cha. So the anuswara becomes cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. Nya has to be stressed. Tejas tattvancha. The and e elongated dirgha, it becomes the. Pa and elongation pa, ar, par. You can see there is one stroke on the th. So that is indicative of arkara. So the par tham. That is the mahaprana, not tham. It is tham, tha. Mahaprana, more force. The par tham. Then it is, the word is na and I. You know, in this swara it is a, I, o, au, ah. So here I, when you join I with na, it becomes na, and I, it becomes nai. Generally in South Africa they will pronounce this as nei. It is not nei, it is nai. Naivedyam. People wrongly pronounce it as naivedyam. It is not naivedyam, it is naivedyam. So this is na plus I, nai, va plus a, ve, da plus ya, yuktakshar dya. Then there is a anuswara, naivedyam. Then the next word is sa plus ya. Sa plus ya plus a, it becomes ya, yuktakshar. Then there is the half letter, that is syat. Then it goes to sudham buddhihi. Sa plus u, su, dha, mahaprana dha, and elongation becomes dha. There is the yuktakshar next, ma, ba and u, mbu, sudhambu, dhihi, the plus e, dhihi, then visarga, it becomes dhihi, sudhambudihi. Okay, we have seen the word to word pronunciation. Now we'll go to the meaning of this particular shloka, the verse, the Manasa Puja. Chittam prakalpayet pushpam dhupam pranan kalpayet tejas tattvancha deepartham naivedyan syat sudham buddhihi. What is the meaning? The heart should be offered as flower. It's not heart. Chittam prakalpayet pushpam. Chitta means the mind stuff. Now, just like everything is made up of something, the stuff. So the mind is made out of some matter, the mind matter, that is called chitta. So that has to be offered, chitta, as pushpa, as flower. So the mind stuff should be offered as flower. The life breath, prana. We have the prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, pancha prana, the life breath. As we have to offer that as incense sticks, the dhupa. Then the principle of fire, Agni Tattva, as light. Then the ocean of nectar as food offerings. So the food offering, Naivedyam, the ocean of nectar, Amrita, is to be offered. That's the meaning of this. Chittam prakalpayet, pushpan, dhupam, pranan kalpayet, tejas tattvancha deeparthan, naivedyan syat sudam buddhihi. The mind stuff should be offered as flower, the life breath prana as incense sticks, the principle of fire as light, the ocean of nectar as food offering in the Manas Puja. We will go to the next shloka or verse. So what is that? Anahata Dhvanir Ganta. It is there displayed on the PPT or the slide. We will chant it. Anahata Dhvanir Ghanta. Can you please chant it? Anahata Dhvanir Ghanta. Anahata Dhvanir Ghanta. Vayu Tattvancha. Vayu Tattvancha. Chamaram. Chamaram. Anahata Dhvanir Ghanta. Vayu Tattvancha Chamaram. The next line is that verse. Sahasraram. Sahasraram. Bhavet Chatram. Bhavet Chatram. Sahasraram. Bhavet Chatram. Shabda Tattvancha Geetakam. Shabda Tattvancha Geetakam. Now we have learned the pronunciation, but now we will go to the word to word pronunciation to make it easy. Now, Anahata Dhvanir Ganta. A, na plus a, dirgha, it becomes na, ana, ha, ta. Then there is the yuktakshar, two words, two letters joined together, dha and va, it becomes dhva. It is not the first dha, it is mahaprana, dha. So the dha plus va becomes dhva. So how to pronounce it? Anahata dhva. Then it is nir. Na plus e becomes ni. Then there is arkara, it becomes nir. Then it is gha. Kaka, ga, gha. The second one, mahaprana. Ghanta. Then the na is the murdanya. Ghanta. Anahata dhvanir ghanta. Okay. This dirgha. Then the next word is va plus a, va. Ya plus u becomes yu, vayu. Ta. Then the next alphabet has the yuktakshar. Ta plus va plus the anuswara am. Shabda tattvam. But the next letter is cha, so cha cha ja ja nya is to be stressed there. Vayu tattvancha. Then cha plus a, cha, ma, ram, chamaram. So anahata dhvanir ghanta, vayu tattvancha chamaram. Then the next line is sahas. Then there is the sa and ra, yuktakshar, it becomes sra. Then again that is elongated, dirgha, it becomes sra. Sahasra, ram. Ra and anuswara is there. Next letter is bha. So we have to stress the anuswara as papa baba ma has to be told there. Sahasraram bhave chatram. Cha, there is yuktakshar after bha, then there is va, then a, bhave, then there is the cha and cha yuktakshar. Two, that is the first one, alpa prana and mahaprana cha. Both are there, yuktakshar. So it becomes bhave cha, bhave cha. Then ta and ra and anuswara. Tram. Bhave chatram. That is the way to pronounce. Then sha, ba and the yuktakshara are there. Shabda. Then ta and then the next alphabet is ta, ta, va, anuswara. Three letters are combined together. Yuktakshar tvam. So vayu tattvam. But the next letter is cha. So we have to stress cha cha ja ja nya, the anunasika. Shabdan. Shabda tattvancha. Ga plus e, gi, ta, kam. Gita kam. So we have learned how to chant this verse, that is Anahata Dhvanir Ghanta Vayu Tattvancha Chamaram Sahasraram bhavechatram shabdatatvancha geetakam. Okay, we have learned this chanting. We will go to the meaning of this verse. Anahatadvanirganta vayutatvancha chamram sahasraram bhavechatram shabdatatvancha geetakam. The principle of sound which comes from Akasha. The principle of sound is used as the bell, the ringing of the bell, and the principle of the air, Vayu Tattva, is used as the chamara, the fan. Then the actions of the sense organs. The sense organs will be having so much of actions, and also the vagaries of the mind can be offered to the Lord as dance. We do the seva of dance. We do dancing to please the Lord, isn't it? The classical dance. So what is to be offered here in Manasa Puja? Our sense organs have so many actions. So the actions of all the sense organs, the 5 sense organs, and also the vagaries or restlessness of the mind. The mind is so restless, it will be running here and there. So the actions of the sense organs as also the vagaries of the mind, the restlessness of the mind is offered as dance, the service of dance to the Lord. So this is the meaning. What is the meaning of that verse? The principle of sound, Akasha Tattva, is offered as the bell, ringing of the bell, and the principle of Vayu Tattva is used as the chamara, fanning the Lord. Then the actions of the sense organs and also the restlessness and vagaries of the mind is offered to the Lord as dance, classical dance. Okay, in Manasa Puja, so nicely everything is offered mentally. Okay, now we are going to the next verse. We shall chant that verse in the Manasa Puja. First, you can chant after me. What is that? Nrityam indriya karmani chanchalyam manasasthatha. So you already given that meaning. What is that? The actions of the sense organs and also of the vagaries of the mind as dance is to be offered to the Lord. So nrityam indriya karmani chanchalyam manasasthatha, that is the meaning. Nrityam means dance. Indriya karmani means the actions of the sense organs. Then chanchalyam means restlessness or the vagaries. Manasasthatha, of the mind. So let us learn the pronunciation. Nrityam indriya karmani. Nrityam indriya karmani. Chanchalyam manasasthatha. Chanchalyam manasasthatha. So that we have seen the meaning. Now we'll go to the next verse. Sumekhalam padmamalam. Sumekhalam padmamalam pushpam nanavidham tatha. Sumekhalam padmamalam pushpam nanavidham tatha. So we have learned the pronunciation. We will go to the word alphabet pronunciation. Each alphabet in that. Na plus R becomes the Sanyuktakshar Nr. This is the R of the Swara. That is A, I, U, R, R. That R. So the Swara, the vowel. That becomes Na plus R, it becomes Nr. Then Ta plus Ya, Tya, Yuktakshar, Nritya. Then Ma plus E becomes Mi. Then there is the Anuswara, Mim, Nrityam in. Da plus E, Di. Then there is the Ra, Rakara. So Yuktakshar, it becomes Dri. Nrityam Indri. Then it is Ya. Nrityam Indriya. Then Ka. That has the Arka. Ar. It is coming up to the next letter Ma. So it becomes Kar. Then there is the Ma. The elongation or the dirgha of Ma is Ma. Karma. Then there is the Na. That is the Murdhanya Na, not the Na, first one. So it becomes Karmani. Na plus E. Nrityamindriya karmani. Then there is cha, anuswara, chan. Next word is cha, so it becomes chancha, not chamcha or changcha. It is chancha. Then la plus ya plus anuswara, it becomes yam, chanchalyam. Then ma, na, sa. Then there is the yuktakshar sa and ta, sta. Manasasta tha. That is the next letter is tha is the Mahaprana, tha, then dirgha. Manasasta tha. Then the next sentence, su, sa plus u, su, me, ma plus a, me. Then again it is dirgha, so me. Then kha. Second ka, not the first one. Mahaprana, ka, kha. So me, kha. La and dirgha, lam is anuswara, so me, kalam. Because the next word is pa, it becomes lam, pa, pa, ba, ba, ma. So me, kalam. Pa, dma, da plus ma, padma, ma, dirgha, ma, la plus dirgha, la, then visarga, padma malam. Next word is pa, so it becomes padma malam. Pushpam, we have seen the pronunciation of pushpam earlier. Nana, vidham, tatha. So we have learned the word to or the alphabet pronunciation. Now we will go to the meaning of it. So the meaning of Nrityam Indriya Karmani Chanchalyam Manasatata, it has come earlier itself. We have told that the actions of the sense organs as also the vagaries of the mind is offered to the Lord as the dance. Then what is meant by Sumekhalam, Padmamalam, Pushpam, Nana Vidam Tata? The meaning of that particular verse is, the second line of that verse is, Sumekhalam, Padmamalam, flowers of various species. Sumekhalam means, Padmamala means flowers of various species should be offered to attain one's real state. Sumekhalam, Padmamalam, Pushpam, Nana, Vidham, Tata. Flowers of various species should be offered to attain one's real state. Now, that is the meaning of that particular line. Sumekhalam, Padmamalam, Pushpam, Nana, Vidham, Tata. Nana Vidham means various species. Sumekhalam, Padmamalam, Pushpam, Nana Vidham Tata. Then the next verse, we will go to the next verse. Amayadhyair bhava pushpair archayet bhavagocharam amaya manahankaram aragam amadam tatha. So now, will you please chant after me? You can learn that chanting. Amayadhyair bhava pushpair archayet. Amayadhyaihi bhava pushpaihi archayet. That's how we have to break it. Amayadhyaihi bhava pushpaihi archayet. Together it becomes Amayadhyair bhava pushpair archayet. Bhava gocharam. So the whole particular that sentence in this verse is to be chanted like this. This is a little tough pronunciation. You have to bear with me. Amayadhyair bhava pushpair archayet bhava gocharam. Amayadhyair bhava pushpair archayet bhava gocharam. If broken down, Amayadhyaihi bhava pushpaihi archayet bhava gocharam. That is over. Next we are going to the next chanting. Amaya manahankaram araga mamadam tatha. Again, this line is also very big and it is difficult. I'll break it down. Amayam anahankaram aragam amadam tatha. That is broken down as Amayam anahankaram aragam amadam tatha. So when so many words you can see, Amayam, anahankaram, aragam, amadam. So there are 4 words in it. So when chanted together it becomes Amaya manahankaram aragam amadam. Then the next word is Tatha. Amayam anahankaram aragam amadam tatha. Amayadhyaihi bhavapushpaihi archayet bhavagocharam. Amayam anahankaram aragam amadam tatha. So that is the way to pronounce that shloka or the verse. So what is the meaning of it? So amaya means absence of deceit. Amayam anahankaram means absence of egotism. Then amayam anahankaram aragam means absence of attachment. Aragam. Then amayam anahankaram aragam amadam. What is mada? It is haughtiness, pride. So absence of haughtiness or pride is amadam. Then it is the next thing is amohakam. That is the next verse. We will go to the next slide. We are going now to the next slide. Yeah. In the next slide you can see amohakam adambhancha advesha akshobakau tatha amatsaryam alobhancha dashapushpam vidurbudaha. So we will learn the chanting of this verse. Amohakam adambhancha. So there are two words. Amohakam adambhancha. Advesha akshobakau tatha. Advesha akshobakau tatha. Together it is pronounced as amohakam adambhancha advesha akshobakau tatha. Then the next line is amatsaryam alobham cha. Amatsaryam alobhancha dashapushpam vidurbudaha. Dashapushpam vidurbudaha. What is the meaning of this? Amohakam. What is the meaning of amohakam? Absence of delusion. Moha means delusion. Amohaka means absence of delusion. Then adambam. What is the meaning of damba? Damba is vanity. So adamba means absence of vanity. Then advesha. Dvesha means hatred. Advesha means absence of hatred. Then akshobakau. What is meant by kshoba? Excitement. So akshobakau means absence of excitement. Then it is amatsaryam. What's meant by matsarya? It is jealousy. So amatsarya means absence of jealousy. Then is the next one is amatsaryam alobham. What is this lobha? It is avarice or greed. So absence of greed. So amatsaryam alobhancha dashapushpam vidurpadaha. These are the 10 flowers. What are the 10 flowers? Let us count it one by one. From the beginning, we now saw it from amohakam is absence of the flowers of various species should be offered to the Lord. And what are the flowers? We think that flowers, we have to collect so many varieties of flowers. In reality, it is the qualities of our heart, qualities of our mind which has to be offered. So what are they? Amohakam, adambancha. So that those are the things we saw now. Even before that we are seeing amatsaryam, amayam, anahankaram, aragam, amadam tata. So amaya, first flower. Anahankara, second flower. Araga, third flower. Amada, fourth flower. Amohaka, fifth flower. Adambha, sixth flower. Advesha, seventh flower. Akshobaka, eighth flower. Amatsarya, ninth flower. Alobha, 10th flower. So these are the 10 flowers, the qualities. Absence of these negative qualities is those qualities is to be offered of our heart. Removing all those, we will be having all those bad qualities, the negative qualities in our heart. So it has to be made positive removal of that absence of these qualities and offered to the Lord as flowers. Now we may be knowing what is the significance of offering the flowers. These good qualities, the negative qualities are to be made into the positive qualities and offered. So what are those negative qualities which are made to be the positive? I told that in Sanskrit, now I will tell it in English. What are the 10 flowers? The absence of deceit, absence of egotism, then the absence of attachment, the absence of haughtiness, the absence of delusion, the absence of vanity, the absence of hate, the absence of excitement, the absence of jealousy, and the absence of avarice, that is the lobha, greed. So these are the 10 qualities that in the form of flowers we have to offer to the Lord. So then comes, after the 10 flowers in the form of all these qualities, another 5 positive good qualities. What are they? You can see that it is given ahimsa paramam pushpam pushpam indriya nigraha daya pushpam kshama pushpam gnana pushpam cha panchamam. Ahimsa, can we chant it now? Ahimsa paramam pushpam, ahimsa paramam pushpam, pushpam indriya nigraha, together it becomes pushpam indriya nigraha, daya pushpam, kshama pushpam, kshama pushpam, gnana pushpancha panchamam, gnana pushpancha panchamam. Okay, we have learned the chanting of this ahimsa paramam pushpam, pushpam indriya nigraha, daya pushpam, kshama pushpam, gnana pushpancha panchamam. So we will go to the meaning of this. What is that ahimsa paramam pushpam? You know, ahimsa, non-violence. Ahimsa, not harming anybody else. So non-violence is the supreme flower, supreme quality in us. Then indriya nigraha, control of the senses, is another wonderful quality after the ahimsa. Pushpam indriya nigraha, control of the senses, sense control, is another great quality which has to be offered as the flower to the Lord. Then what is the other quality after ahimsa? Then pushpam indriya nigraha, daya pushpa. What is daya? Compassion, the flower of compassion. Then kshama pushpam, the flower of forgiveness. And the gnana pushpam, the flower of knowledge. What kind of knowledge? Knowledge of God, knowledge of Atman, knowledge of Parabrahman, Paramatman. That is the knowledge. So these are the 5 wonderful, positive, great flowers, supreme flowers. Are these 5 other positive flowers? So what are they? Ahimsa, paramam pushpam. All these are all paramam pushpam, great qualities. Then ahimsa, after the ahimsa, non-violence, then it is the control of the senses, indriya nigraha, second flower. Then the third flower is the compassion, flower of compassion. Then the fourth is the flower of forgiveness, kshama pushpam. Then the fifth one is the flower of knowledge, knowledge of God. So these wonderful, great 5 flowers are also to be offered. So now the whole puja, Manasa puja is over. So it is ended with that verse, last sentence, iti, like this, panchadashair bhava pushpaihi sampujayet shivam. Iti panchadashair bhava pushpaihi sampujayet shivam. Shall we chant that last line? Iti panchadashair bhava pushpaihi. When broken it is panchadashaihi bhava pushpaihi. Together panchadashair bhava pushpaihi sampujayet. Very nicely you should worship. Samyak pujayet, sampujayet shivam. Iti panchadashair bhava pushpaihi Sampujayet Shivam. So, what is the meaning of that last verse? One should worship with these 15 wonderful flowers in the form of mental attitudes. We should worship the Lord. Iti Panchadashaihi Bhavapushpaihi Sampujayet. Very nicely, you have to worship the Lord, the Ishtadevata, that is the Iti Panchadashaihi Bhavapushpaihi Sampujayet Shivam. Now we have finished the total Manasa Puja. I think we will end our session today with this meaning of Manasa Puja. In the next discussion, we will take up the aspect of Vishesha Arghya Stapana. What is this Vishesha Arghya, special Arghya? The establishment of special Arghya in the next class. Today we will end our discussion now because almost we have only 2 minutes left. Then we will end the significance of worship or science of worship with the closing prayer. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.